What up YouTube, Max here, and today we're playing some modern 5-color Domain Zoo. We're on the draw for round 1, and I think we're gonna... I don't know, this hand's not the best, but I think it's still keepable on the draw. Deck list will be in the description as always. And we'll see how this league goes with this modern Domain Zoo deck, which is probably my favorite archetype of all time, Zoo. And I haven't really played it much at all, so I'm excited. Opponent starting. Okay. Breeding pool into Ignoble Hierarch is interesting. Could this be a mirror match? Because it could be. Okay, so now we have to figure out the fetching. And I'm still new to this deck, so I'm not sure this is the best way to fetch. But I'm thinking that we start like... I don't know. Start with Verdant. Pass. We definitely want to get a Triome, and then from there we'll get a shock land that lets us play our Unlicensed Hearse if we don't draw anything else to play. Blighted Agent. Okay, well they're on Infect. And we could just be dead. We want to kill that if we can. Okay, so see, this will be... I'm just now going to plan out my fetches, which is one of the tricks of playing this deck. Okay, so green blue is probably a good one to get, and then we can fetch this for Stomping Ground, or we can fetch that for a Sacred Foundry later, and then have all 5. Okay, I like it. Alright, well we didn't draw a way to kill their creature. So we're in a Sacred Foundry. Okay. Sacred Foundry, go to 16, because our life total doesn't really matter in this matchup. Play Unlicensed Hearse, which this is good against their Become Immense. But we really hope they don't just have 10 points damage here. I guess they just need 8. So they could win this turn. Inkmoth Nexus. Okay, that's a good sign. Ooh. Scale Up's pretty good. We might just be dead. Do you have a pump spell to just turn 3 us naturally? I would be annoyed, but like Infect's such a sweet deck that I can't really be mad about this. I think we're just dead. Okay. Any pump spell does it. Alright, well I guess we're going to 9 Infect. Wow. That was rough. General. Ferrous. I guess we can like Shardless Agent. But then we just die to the... Yeah. I think this one's over. Because we can play Shardless Agent, and even if we have a burn spell, we just die to their... Yeah, I'm going to concede. We just die to their Inkmoth. That was rough. Alright, game 2. Happens. Alpine Moon could be pretty good. Alpine Moon could definitely be pretty good. Teferi's nice. If we get to that point. Veil of Summer's not worth playing. Alpine Moon could be good against, like, Inkmoth. Plague Engineer. Let me do a quick Google search. Excuse my noise. So do a quick Google search. I'm looking to see... Oh yeah. Human rogue. So Blighted Agent's a human rogue. Glistener Elf's a elf warrior. Inkmoth is a Blinkmoth artifact creature. So we could go human, and that shuts off some of their creatures, especially if they're playing the noble. I guess well. Okay, so I guess we're gonna probably bring in Plague Engineers, and Alpine Moons are probably fine. Licensed Hearse doesn't do anything. Neither does Wrenn and Six. And I'm guessing General is just too slow here. Although you could say the same thing about Scion of Draco, maybe. Yeah, probably cut Scions. Lavinia stops their stops their free spells, but I don't think that's really relevant. Veil of Summer is too slow. Alright, we're gonna submit this. We have a lot of removal, so this should be a okay matchup. This deck mulligans a lot, but usually mulligans pretty well, as we're keeping a pretty good 6 here. So we're either putting back the Scion or the General. And this hand's not great. Like, we're missing lands. We're definitely putting back the Scion here. Not definitely, but we're going to put back the Scion here. Verdant pass. I can get like a I can get a Blood Crypt, or I can get a Stomping. I can get a Breeding Pool. We want to get Trial Land with it, if we can, but we'll see. Like, if they play a turn 1 Dork, maybe we just have to. Yeah, I think if they play a turn 1 Dork, we might just want to kill that. If they play a turn 1 Infect creature, we're probably definitely killing it. Okay. Noble Herc. I think we let that go and just get Tri-Land. So we want to get this one, right? So what do we want? We want the Savai. So then we have 4 colors. Okay. Draw into Windswept Heath, nice. I can go Windswept Heath, pass. Hold out the Bolt, and the next turn we can play Plague Engineer Human, name Human, and hopefully that's enough to win. We'll see. Okay, well, that's annoying. Okay, so here's a fun fact about playing against Infect. You do not want to interact with them in combat if you can. Just gonna kill this now if I can. Interacting in combat is not the way to go, because if you interact in combat and they play a pump spell to save their creature from like a lightning bolt, let's say, you're just making the creature that they save even bigger when it attacks you. So you want to interact outside of combat if you can. And okay, it looks like they're gonna probably have like a Veil of Summer here. If they have a way to save it, that's fine. Using their mana, and then we can slam this Plague Engineer and name Human. Okay. So we even made them use a and then we can grab this one, right? Yeah. Then we have all 5 colors. Just play Plague Engineer, and we can name Human, or we can name Phyrexian. And shut off the Inkmoth Nexus as well. Because as it stands, this doesn't shut off their. Naming Human doesn't kill that, is my point. We could also just Teferi and bounce it. Which I don't hate that play. But doesn't really accomplish much. It just draws us a card. But getting Teferi on the field is pretty nice. Alright, let's do that. Let's play Teferi. Bounce it. Like, having Teferi on the field is pretty nice, right? Wow, Spell Pierce. Mega punished. Alright, well, that didn't work. Plague Engineer would not have died to Spell Pierce, would not have been countered. But I don't. Yeah, I guess I didn't play around a counter spell. It's my fault. But, I mean, Teferi also has so much upside, right? Like, if Teferi would have landed there, there would have been in big trouble. Okay. Now we name Phyrexian for sure if we can with Plague Engineer and get 2 for 1. Okay. This is fine. I don't know if we're able to name. It's Phyrexian. We could name Phyrexian. Kill this and this. Let's do that. Bye-bye. But we have 6 Infect. But now all their Infect creatures are Phyrexian. I just realized that. So, yeah, Plague Engineer, pretty good in this matchup. It's also just a 2/2 Death Toucher. Like, it's just also that. Alright, well, if they want to, if they can kill us naturally, that's good for them. Like, there's nothing we can do to stop that. Okay. Bloodbraid, I think we want to play... We can play General, and then next turn go Shardless Agent, really get value. Because General also has Hexproof for multicolored. Monocolored doesn't... I'm just going for the Shardless. I like Cascading. Lightning Helix. Oh my god, it's Lightning Helix. Well, if they're going to try to kill us naturally, then doming them is probably fine. Cool. Now we're going to get aggressive. Are we going to get aggressive with our Plague Engineer? Probably not, because if they can pump the Hierarch and kill our Plague Engineer and the rest of their decks online. Alright, opponent, what you doing? Opponent's going to tap some mana, perhaps. Definitely considering it. Attacking him with 2 Exalted. We'll block. They want to use a pump spell here. That's okay. Make them use it. No? Okay. I know we're at 19, but I think maybe that's not the best. Phyrexian Crusader, it's just a 1/1. Protection from red and from white. Infect. Okay. Well. First strike, well, Plague Engineer blocks that pretty well. Alright, now because we like cascading so much. Bloodbraid Elf. Cascade. Ooh, that happens more than you would think too, and it's the absolute dream. Oh my god, this is gross. This is so good. Make a 3 power of 10 power. It's better than a Siege Rhino. I mean, better than a Wooding Crashing Footfalls. Like, this is just better than a Siege Rhino in this matchup, or just in this deck. And yeah, we're coming in for 3. Bloodbraid Elf into Shardless Agent is so good. Okay. Oh, that was dumb. I apologize. That is protection. So I just... Okay. Good news is, I don't think it's going to matter. So we just need to block with our Shardless Agent. Oh, maybe this... Okay, hold on. Phyrexian, that might actually get there eventually. Because the protection from most of our deck. It doesn't have protection from Scion of Draco, though. Which is nice. And we can do this play. Just play Scion. And get in with some sick beats. I don't really want to do either. Like, I definitely don't want to discard this general, so I guess we'll exile their Binds of the Vastwood. Make it hard for them to have a become immense. I don't think it matters though. Oh. Now we don't have the mana to play this, do we? Whoopsie daisies. Could we tap differently? We definitely could have. Alright, well, I'm still learning this deck, so Apologies for the mistake I'm going to make. Yeah, Scion of Draco's... I think Infect's probably a pretty good matchup for the Zoo deck. Scion of Draco does some work. And the Plague Engineer is going to get lifelink too, in case that matters. I don't know. Okay. Well, here's the thing. If they have the pump spell, like, do we double block? So here, if we double block, well, they have to have at least one pump spell for this to matter. So double blocking doesn't make sense. We're just gonna throw this, and then if they have a pump spell, then okay. So yeah, that kills that. But I think they're just dead on the way back. And if we would have tapped differently, they definitely would have been dead. So this might matter. Our mistap. Yep. Our mistap mattered a lot. Wow. If we would have tapped differently, we would have had a general on the board, and then we could have just attacked for lethal. As it sits, they need to draw a pump spell to stay alive. So here's what we can do. Protection from... We still attack. We discard here. Oh my god, it's Lightning Helix. Protection for red and white though. So it doesn't really matter. But I guess if they miss block, we can Lightning Helix them for lethal. Oh. Please block like that. Please block like that. Please block like that. Let us Lightning Helix you out of the game. Good sir. Or madam. I apologize for assuming. It's just kind of my go-to. My go-to phrase. Good sir. Opponent's thinking, if they block the other way, they live this turn. But the way trample and protection works is... Well, this doesn't have trample, excuse me. So yeah, they need to block the other way. We're thinking here. Opponent's thinking. Sweet. I'm going for it now. Lightning Helix you. Good game. Alright, game 3 it is. To game 3 we go. I guess Scion of Draco's not as bad as I thought it was. And we can probably take out Treble Flames because they're a little slow. I wonder if this card's worth playing. Over Treble Flames. I'm gonna say it is. Treble Flames is good, but it's mostly targeting them, and just having another body that stops mutagenic growth might be worth it. I don't know. Alright, so we'll see how this game 3 goes. Turns out Plague Engineer naming Phyrexian when it's a Phyrexian itself. Because it's only stuff your opponent controls. Definitely made a few mistakes already this match, so we'll try to tighten up our play here. Alright, well, looks like we got a keepable hand. I like it. I like it a lot. Infector turn 1. we have a removal spell, we want to cast that. If we draw a bolt, we want to bolt it. We didn't draw a bolt. But we can fetch to get a turn 1 2/2 Nacatl, which can do some blocking. Let's see here. So we can fetch green-white is probably the green-black. No, green-white or green-red. Green-white is probably what we want to do. Just fetch green-white with Misty. And we'll have blue-red. Green-white. Okay, so Temple Garden, yes. Play 2/2 Nacatl. My favorite card of all time, just so you know. In case y'all were wondering. Alright. Hierarch's fine. I'm blocking all day, every day. 100%. That was weird attack by my opponent. And now here, I think we just play Scalding Tarn and pass. And like, if they go for it, I know like we don't want to interact in combat, but it's better than weird. Not sure what my opponent's doing. They have something planned. I don't like it. Okay. Fetch. We could even shock ourselves and get a Sacred Foundry or like a... Yeah, we could even get a Sacred Foundry or Stomping Ground and then play the Brooding Pool. Or we can just go... So we have to decide if we... No, we need a black source. So we do want a black source. I apologize. So we want that one. And now we want to... I feel like they have a way to answer my Plague Engineer, but I think we have to try still. Yeah. I'm not sure what they're going to have, but I know they have something. I don't like it. Okay. Step 1 is complete. We have the Plague Engineer in play. Sure. Oh, that's a goblin. Shaman, not human. Interesting. Alright, well, we're taking 2 here. I think this Lightning Helix is going to be pretty big. Pretty timely. Teferi's a good draw. This matchup's just good for us. So we could like Steam Vents, Scion, hold up Lightning Helix. Give our this would give that that'll give this lifelink too. Let's do that. Okay, so we wanna how do we wanna although Teferi is just good. Like Teferi just stops most of what they're trying to do, right? But I think I'd rather hold up Lightning Helix this turn. So we want to hold up red white. So these 2. Let's play Scion. And then let's attack for 2, lifelink. Well, no. Yeah. Like if they want to pump, we can just Lightning Helix in response. I think this is a fine attack. It's a little risky. But I think it's just okay. Just good enough. Alright, opponent's 5th turn in the game. They're going to have a Corruptor, which we're going to bounce with Teferi. Just thinking a few turns ahead here. Like if they play Corruptor, we can bounce with Teferi, which would be good. So that's another reason to keep the Teferi up that I didn't really think of, admittedly, but it's nice now that's going to happen potentially. Okay. Oh, protection from white. Okay, I apologize. So we can't Teferi it. So that's a... But our Scion kind of answers it, right? Our Scion does a good job of answering it. Not, yeah, that's why we boarded them back in. So now I kind of want to Lightning Helix their Noble Hierarch or their Noble Hierarch. Probably their Noble Hierarch. I want to Lightning Helix that. Then I want to play Teferi. Well, then I want a Shardless Agent. Plus, yeah. Like, is it too risky? Is it too greedy if I play to Lightning Helix their Noble Hierarch? It stops, like, it makes their... Yeah, I'm doing it. Just because it gains us some life, which is fine, but also just... The Exalted is one way that they can try to win this game, I think. Arid Mesa. Okay, so we have 5 lands. Shardless Agent's good. Teferi is nice, though. Teferi is a good one. So let's play that. And then we'll go Lavinia. That seems fine. Okay. Use our mana effectively and all that. So blue, white, blue. We need a white source with this Arid Mesa. Sacred Foundry, or we could just get basic. Let's get basic planes. We'll start with blue. Blue. Okay. Start with Teferi. And they can't respond to the second spell. I mean, I don't think they would be responding to it anyways. But play Lavinia. And the question is, do we want to bounce their Noble Hierarch? Let's just draw a card. I think we do. Seems fine. I mean, it's not great, but... Okay. And now the question is, do we want to... Yeah, now we attack with Scion. Well, we don't attack with Scion, because that's our way to... Yeah, there's no point of attacking with Scion. There's also no point of attacking with Plague Engineer. Right? Yeah, we're good. Don't overthink things too much. That's when I get in trouble sometimes, with when I overthink things. Okay, so here the opponent, like Plague Engineer is just so good against them, and I wasn't thinking of Infect in general. This card comes up more than you would think. Like, I was running this deck through a league earlier before starting to record these videos, and I played against Goblins, and Plague Engineer is just like, oh, that's so good against Goblins, and it's just a lot of matchups where Plague Engineer it's mostly in there for Elementals because it blocks Abnath really well. And also it's good, but they're, play a lot of Elementals. I think that's why it's in there. But it's also just like these random corner case scenarios where it's like, oh, it's good against Infect. Oh, it's good against Goblins. Oh, Plus just a 2/2 Death Toucher with upside for 3. They can hit off your Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, well, opponent's going for it. So they have to do it this way because we played our Teferi. They have to show us what they're going to be doing. Like, they have to... We can even just take this. Holy crap. We could take this damage because they can't play another way. So we could take, then we can hit for 8. I kind of want to just take this. Is that crazy? I don't want to throw away my Plague Engineer and my Draco here. I think we just take 6. No, because if they have a way to give it life, yeah, we have to block. Well, No, we're taking it. They can't kill us this turn. And, like, yeah. There's no way they could have pumped this turn. Kavu's not really great. The nightmare scenario now is that they make it unblockable and we're just dead. But I mean, I don't know how many ways they have to make it unblockable. I don't know the exact list they're playing. Let's see. How do I want to type this? This doesn't give us access to red. Black, blue, green. Red, green. Blue, red, rather. So we want to have access to white here. That's fine. Lightning bolt. Bolt down to 13. Bolt this. Attack for 8. Yeah, I think we're supposed to bolt there. Like, yeah, again, we decided Apostle's Blessing here, but... So maybe we are supposed to... Yeah, I'm starting to think that we made a misplay. Because then we're definitely dead to Apostle's Blessing. But I don't think they play, like, any sort of Apostle Blessing in this version. I'm guessing they don't, at least. I'm hoping they don't. Alright, well... This is serving. These are not. Because they don't have access to white, and they can't play Apostle's Blessing because of Lavinia. If no mana was spent, okay. Well, opponent, please show me why I made a misplay, because I think I did now. I'm starting to think I made a big misplay. I think you're supposed to block when you can there. You know, it would have not felt good to do so, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you would have done in that scenario, please. I'm trying to learn. If they have 2 removal spells, that still doesn't do it. Teferi's just a beating. So good. So good against them. Now we're definitely blocking. I think... okay. So another question of what do we block with? I think we just block with this. Well, they can make a 2... okay, so we block with Draco. Okay. Figured it out. Because they could have made it a... okay. That's fine. Okay, now it doesn't die. Sure. So they basically made my Draco smaller. Their follow-up is going to be another Crusader. Okay. Don't love that. And a fetch. Well. Are they dead? No, not quite. Frick. I knew we made a mistake. But no, we didn't make a mistake, did we? I don't know. Let's see. Attacking is hard here. Like, we have 3 blockers. So the Kavu and the Draco can serve in. Definitely the Kavu. Kavu's serving in, and then we're gonna discard this. But is the Draco serving in? Block. Dies. It's a 1. It's a 1/1. think just a Kavu. Discard this Misty Rainforest. Okay. Kind of want to cycle that now. But we'll wait. Opponent takes some damage. Right? Shouldn't they have taken damage? Just needs to sign lethal and the rest can be trampled over. Right? That's with double strike. Okay. Yep. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. But we kind of blocked with this, so I guess it's just a free trigger, kind of. Red, white, this. So we want to do it like this. No, I don't. Maybe this is wrong. I think we're supposed to just play this. Cycling, like, what's the best card we can hit? Check my deck list. What's the best card we can hit off of? Tribal Flames doesn't kill it. We took Tribal Flames out. We could cycle. We don't have enough mana for another Plague Engineer. Yeah. I'm convinced we're just supposed to play this. And pass. Once we uptick Teferi. I think we're in a fine spot. But we'll see. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Surprised they didn't. Well, I'm not surprised they didn't fetch it, am I? I don't know. Maybe. So, yeah, having 3 blockers is nice. I think we're good here. General gets in, because it has hexproof. Oh, it's hexproof, not protection. So, doesn't. Of course, it makes it red and white. Still, it's another attacker with first strike because of our Scion. I think I could have definitely played this game better and definitely played this match better. But I think, you know, we're learning the deck still, and I think we're off to a good start with this deck. Round 1 of this league. Teferi doesn't do much except just stop them from playing instant speed spells. I guess we could bounce our Shardless Agent and recast it. Okay, here we go. Opponent's doing something. Okay. So they have a 5/5 and a 6. Okay. Not trample. Not trample. Okay. So that's all they have. So what's the best way to do this? We just block both and then 2, 4, 8. I think we're good. I think opponent's just making sure we... I guess we do this, right? Do we pass the test? Attack for lethal? Yeah, cool. Alright, looks like we're going to win round 1, guys. Unless there's something I'm missing here. I think we're good. Fetching. Huh. Oh, they can get Dryad Arbor? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Not like this. Not like this. Alright, well. This is the worst possible. We misplayed big time. Alright, come on. Cycle. Oh my god. Not like this. Oh. Oh boy. Alright, go to 1. Now we can play this. And they need to... 2, 3... Oh, we're just dead. No, we're not. Are we? Protection for red and white. Man. Red and white. If we had another land, we could have bounced the... Because now they can give this +1, and that's 3. Oh, no, that's 3 Infect. Okay. I think we're okay. They need to draw a pump spell. Basically. That's how I see it. They need to draw a pump spell in their Infect deck. We could have also bounced a thing and... Yeah, that was a misplay. We could have bounced one of our things and tried to draw into another Lightning Helix. Okay. Come on. Man. This was a really poorly played match by me. If I lose this one, I deserve to lose it. And I always say that. But if I lose this one, I deserve to lose it. Because I play this one horribly. If opponent has any pump spell, they win. And yeah, we could have bounced or something with her Teferi. And then drawn a card. And yeah, this was just poorly played. But we'll see. I think my opponent doesn't have the pump spell if they're thinking this long, but we'll see. Man, this is too close. Too close for comfort. Woo! All right, well, we got round 1, and we didn't really deserve it, but we'll take it. So I'll see you guys in round 2. Thanks for watching.